Hey Libra, welcome to your reading. Okay, so we're going to start your timer. And grab, which deck are we grabbing, Spirit? Okay, so you guys are starting out. There's some sort of strife, some sort of chaos that's going on in your life that's causing a lot of anger, frustration, pain. And it's like you're seeing it with fresh eyes, even though this isn't something that you're unfamiliar with. You're reassessing your kingdom because of the strife that others have brought to it in the very recent past. There could have been like a full-on argument you've had with someone, or the desire to lash out and have an argument with someone. And this is because you're looking back and seeing, I feel like you haven't actually had this argument, or the state you're in is not argumentative, I'll put it that way. But you may have recently had some sort of big blow up in your life with an argument, a disagreement, something that caused, or if it wasn't something verbal, it could have been something that just caused you a lot of anguish because of some sort of toxic action or energy that was put at you, placed in front of you, however that looks. It's a really difficult energy to read, but I feel like you guys are very passive in this. You're not like actively attacking whatever this is that caused you this strife. You're just looking at the problems it caused in your life, reassessing things, and then standing in your power. And it's interesting that you've gone from the Queen to the Empress. This tells me that you know how to handle this. It's not like it's caused you so much upset that you can't bounce back, because the energy you're in is the Empress. The Empress knows exactly how to think, how to reflect in order to start moving forward as the Emperor. She's the one that plans the Emperor's moves. I mean, the Emperor can plan his own moves, but you guys, I want to get more on the strife first before I go into that. All right, Spirit, tell us more about this strife. What's been going on? What's been going on for Libra, Spirit? Ooh, that feels like way too many. That was my bad shuffling. King of Wands popped out, but we'll put them all back. And I'll shuffle a bit closer to my body, because there we go. Okay, Spirit, tell us more about that strife. Sorry, I know people like to see the shuffling sometimes, but it's just so much easier to not shuffle with my hands out. What's this? What's this one? You got the Eight of Cups inverted. Ooh, this is telling me you may have ended up back in a situation that you've been in before. It's like you got yourself out of it, but you feel like you're being dragged back in by someone or something. So whatever this strife is, I feel like, it's affecting you in the sense that it's annoying. But it's not rocking your boat. It's not rocking your boat or your table. It's not rocking your table. Your table is sturdy. But I feel like this strife, whatever it was to try and get you off path. Try and throw a spanner in the works. And it feels like they either have done or tried to drag you back into toxic emotional cycles of maybe abuse, repeated emotional attacks, emotional manipulation. It's like you're being dragged back into it, or perhaps were. I'm not sure where you're at in this. What is that? Queen of Cups inverted. Queen of Cups. Yeah, sorry, I just picked up on the energy. This is like toxic feminine energy. And not that feminine energy is toxic, but the toxic version of the divine feminine. This is someone who enjoys causing pain, enjoys causing the emotional upset behind closed doors. This is somebody who gets emotional validation and excitement from causing trouble, from dragging people back down to their level. It's like this Queen of Cups, whoever this represents, this could be a group or a person. For a lot of you, I feel like it's a person though. Like one specific person. It could be a female or just a male standing in their toxic feminine energy, like they haven't healed that. For whatever reason, it's damaged. But this is someone who wants you to be back where they want you to be. Back in the water, back in the chaos, back in the rapids, being tossed about emotionally. They don't like when you stand on dry land because it highlights the fact that they're not standing on dry land. In the card, obviously, her feet are on dry land, but that's not what I'm picking up. Yeah, ooh, I'm gonna keep going. Anything else, Spirit, about this toxic strife that's been going on? Why? Actually, I mean, we know who they are, so let's say why. And I'm pretty sure I've just explained it, but I want to see what Spirit has to say. Why they didn't want you taking action. They didn't want you moving forward. They didn't want you to have a new emotional beginning. So they actively went out of their way to ensure that that wouldn't happen. By any means necessary is what I just heard. Ooh, yeah, this is someone who is terrified to look at themselves, terrified to be called out for their poor behavior, for their emotional manipulations. Terrified, and I mean terrified, so terrified of anyone finding out that this is who they are. And when you stand in your power, that's the problem. The Queen of Discs and the Empress, you're the Empress. You can assess a situation, observing it, and you understand it completely, every facet that most people around you wouldn't pick up on. So if you feel like you've got this person's number, you know exactly who I'm talking about in this reading, you've probably noticed that most, if not all of the people around them can't see it. Or at least from your perspective, they don't seem to see it, and if they have seen it, it hasn't affected them to the point where they care enough to do anything about it. So it could be that they can see that this person's gossiping about you and toxic, but they might also enjoy that toxicity and that gossip. But this is someone who did not want you to have financial success, stability in life, but especially, and the one thing they really needed you to not believe in is your emotional intelligence. They required it because without it, you are the Empress. And if you're not the Empress, then you're not emotionally, well, it's not that you're not emotionally stable, but it means that your foundation isn't as strong as it needs to be to withstand this toxic shit. Excuse my language. Where am I going? Okay, we're going to a different deck. Okay, so let's see where you're at. Collective. Let's see where you're at. Queen of Discs and the Empress. What's going on for the collective? Because I'm done with that toxic. I feel like this is someone who it doesn't take much for you to handle, but it's just their repeated attempts to try and bring you back into the emotional turmoil of that dynamic that they're a part of, so that you fulfill the role that they need you to fulfill. Otherwise, things have changed, and that highlights things in their lives that maybe they need to change. So where is collective now, Spirit? The Tower. I don't take these cards inverted unless Spirit tells me, and this reading they're saying no inverteds for this deck. Alright. Yeah, they may have actually caused some sort of tower, or it's this awareness that you've got of what they just did recently, or that they've been trying to drag you down, that has completely destroyed the foundations of your relationship with them. From your perspective, that's a good thing. From Spirit's perspective, it's a good thing. From their perspective, it's you're robbing them of energy that they require to continue the facade that they're anything other than the Queen of Cups inverted. Somebody who loves drama, loves emotional turmoil, loves to get involved in everyone's business. But you're standing in the king as the king. You've rebuilt and you're already taking action. So for most of you, I feel like this is already done and dusted, or at least it's in the revision mirror, the rear view mirror, and you're rebuilding your kingdom, you're rebuilding the tower. It's like you recognize that the tower they built for you, they kept trying to pull you back into it and say, it's stable, it's stable. Even though it didn't have anything that you needed inside of it. It's like, yeah, that's a great tower, but you built it for me knowing that you didn't provide anything for me of substance that I needed. I needed for the relationship, I needed for me, I needed to succeed. You provided nothing. So I feel like this lightning bolt that's here, hang on, I've got to lift it up. I feel like this lightning bolt at the top there is coming directly from this Empress. See how the moon, like I feel like this is like your energy toppling this tower so that you can rebuild it with the things that you do need. Instead of the things that they put, and well, they say, well, there's no room for your tower, just accept the one that we built for you. We worked so hard to build that, and you're just like, shut up. Boom. Everyone clear the deck. 3, 2, 1, demolition, go. It's just, and you've gold spirit and they've just struck it down. And now you're like, ugh, thank God. Now I can rebuild. And they're like, no, why did you do this? You're like, I warned you. You knew not to do this and I warned you. So you might see some sort of like ramifications happening in the lives of these people or this person who's tried to attack. It could be poor health. It could just be in the way that they seem nervous around you now. Or they seem unsettled. And you feel this unsettled energy. I'm feeling like you feel it. You know their energy's shifted. You know that they know that you all know that you're not putting up with this shit and it's done. And they are terrified. Where else is the collective? Anything on the collective's energy? Where they're at? You got the Lovers inverted. Spirits, no. Okay, sorry, I keep forgetting. The last reading Spirit said to do inverted with these cards, but they don't normally use that, so I'm just a bit... It's like you've healed parts of yourself now, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You're balancing out your light and your dark. And because of all of that, there's this emotional fulfillment. This is a double-edged sword, this card. This is telling me that you are stepping into your happy ever after. You know that the direction that you're going in now, it's almost, I don't want to say you owed it to them, but they were definitely the catalyst that got you to reinvigorate the actions you needed to take to fix your life, to get it in a good way. But the actions were supposed to do the opposite. And it had the exact opposite effect because you're the Empress. You saw it coming. You transmuted it. There's been an ending. And it's because of you. You caused that ending. I mean, it was their actions that made you want to end it. But you were the one that decided to end things. And I see that this is a really good decision. I feel like you've come home to yourself. Like you can feel this sense of home in your own body. Almost like you were living, not outside your body, but like you weren't able to be fully present within yourself because of all this strife that was going on. Because of I just heard the horrors that they kept feeding you. I'm so sorry, Libra. I feel like this reading's about a bit more than I'm touching on. Like, I mean, I'm touching on it, but it's... this is like the snowflake on the tip of the iceberg. But I see you stepping into this happy ever after where you will feel so emotionally whole in a way that you've never felt. And I feel like that this is just an ongoing path that's not going to stop. You've healed and grown in a way that's not going to stop. I realize my time has ran out, but I feel like this needs so much more. I'm going to do another 15. Oh. Oh no. Okay, stay. Okay. I really want to get a reading on what this tower is. Thank you. The Empress. There you are again. They're looking at you. At least this is the past. Could be the present. I don't know. We're going to see. Depends, I guess it depends on where you are. If you're out of this, you're here. If you're not in this, you're about to go through that. The Tower moment, which is good. It's a very good thing. The Hermit. The Empress and the Hermit. You withdrew from this person. You stepped into your power and it upset them. Oh. The Magician and the Two of... Spirit's telling me to take that one inverted now. I don't know what's going on, but alright. It was inverted, so that's how it is, even though I don't know why that... Okay. You were stepping into your power. You withdrew and started focusing on yourself and your own creative endeavors. You started manifesting and taking steps in ways that made them feel very unsafe because of who you were becoming. It's like they saw that you were the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Magician. These three cards together, I've got... I don't even see that. I got goosebumps. Like, that energy is so incredibly powerful. This is like the type of energy worker you don't want to mess with, because if they turn around that love and light and decide, you know what, I'm done with you attacking me, you had want to hope that you've got Spirit on your side, because this type of a person could shift your entire reality upside down. And I feel like there was this emotional... There was a decision based off of some sort of toxic emotional event that happened. So I'm... Oh, right. Because I asked about the tower. Sorry, I'm in my own world. Yeah, so the tower, this is where the tower then happens. Because I said, how did the tower play out? This is leading up to that moment. Boom. So really, this should all be here now. For context, this is where you're at. Ooh, yeah, you guys are going good. Yeah, you're going good. You're going places, I can tell you that. You've got a lot to look forward to. Keep connecting to your energy, your ancestors, your guardians, your guides. And I promise you, this time next year, your life is going to look completely different. Alright guys, this was a bit of a long one, so I hope it helped. Please consider subscribing, liking the video. It does help the channel in a big way. And if you want personals, book in through the website. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Alright, Libra, had to think for a second. Blessed be Libra and all the best.